Bonjuju, everybody. How are you doing? We're back with a wonderful time of world building. Just going over everything here. First, gonna turn off the camera. Show something special. So here we have. I've done a small modifications to the world. I took a pleasure myself to say, hey, what if these edges? Is my mouse showing up? There's these edges here do not line up. That would be really stupid on me. And also the poles, you gotta see how they lined up. Lucky enough, so I just printed it out. I did it black and white because I'm like, it's not permanent, it's not the final cut. So I just need to see stuff work. So black and white probably was the worst option because that's a lot of my black ink I have just used. I'm gonna be mentally scarred for a while because I just bought more black ink. You know how much more than oil this shit is. But you know, get this thing rotating on my fingertips. No, it is a reasonable planet. It's a reasonable planet. We got like these big oceans. This is a big sea, I'd say more. Big ocean, big ocean, big ocean. So I found some gaps. Always need a car direction to waste or far lands of chaos. Yeah, I need to put the Carl somewhere. Chaos lands. North up here, we're gonna do that. I have one area right now that's fake, that's wastelands, but I need to like spread them out. You know, we'll do some destruction after we make the world pretty. But yeah, so I got this up all done. So hopefully stuff should now properly fit in. So I've added like some sea over here because that would connect to the sea over here. Made more ocean here. And this is just like the big world view. Once we come down to the continent view, in the southwestern chaos lands. Darn southwesterners. Arizona, the chaos lands of America. You know, once we get down there, it's a little bit more cracked up, but figure that out. So anyway, we are, as it says, we're the northern wastelands. So you know, we already have like a northern area up here. And now let's get with this one. I think it's gonna be a lot worse, a lot more damage happening here. I've also been working on like the town, the California things. I've been working also on like writing out some stuff like why things would be like that. So I'm more forward to rewriting things to fit what I have drawn here than I am to drawing here to fit what I have written. I think one's easier to do, makes more sense, and you know, I can do little changes along the way. I can say, hey, this forest, burn it up a little. There's a forest fire because there's a city here for whatever reason. Because I haven't set any like the races and stuff down. Magic storms. Magic storms would be nice. Just you know, roving like, hey, your magic's gonna be hitting different. Oh, just yeah. There's just a cloud of it's just gonna turn you inside out. But if you're a high level wizard, you're gonna be chilling over there. You're gonna have fun. I was starting thinking of getting a little bit more like Palladium rifts with it. You know, teleportation storms like that. It's wild magic. Crystal. Just throw crystals at them. Anyway, I digress. Going on. Yeah, see, exactly. If that's a weather pattern I have running through, because I already have, thanks to the book. Let me get you out. I have the weather pattern, so now it's like, oh, well, I know the winds are gonna push that horrible crystal storm down this way. They're probably affected. I was considering like one of these islands is gonna be like the big academy of magic. Crazy stuff's happening, so they're gonna have like some stuff happening there. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on. Again, this is just untouched art. Now we gotta work on this northern region. We gotta draw it in, color it in. Seismology. So I got like my tectonic plates here, just rough drafts. So I already have like this mountain range started. I don't know. On the PS2. Pick some random remove island you don't care much for. Let me time board. Let's see, yeah, I mean, no, nothing here has lore yet, so we can move on up. I have ideas, but I don't want to find out I have like an entire massive crater. It's like that was supposed to be the homeland of the goblins, and now it's a swamp. I don't have swamp goblins. I have desert goblins. It doesn't make sense. I want to have the world make sense, and then make people fit to it. Yeah, let's get some music on. It's gonna be dead and boring quiet. Also, hopefully, YouTube will now have proper VODs. I have to get the other 2 videos up on YouTube. I have to just cut off the music for those VODs. Scuba vampires. I mean, yeah, that's one thing. I'm like, all right, what if I make if you're aware of like Warhammer Age of Sigmar, I've based my water elves more on the INF Deepkin, because I'm just like, that's such a weird out of the sight take on sea elves. I was like, all right, evil mermaid shark elves, I can dig it. I'm gonna make that one of the antagonists. Let's get my pretty mug out the face. Far enough from the water makes no sense. Yeah, no water. But what if vampires are just you just make them all allergic to all water? That changes stuff up as well. Then they can't be scuba divers. Again, going through my Rifts books, if you ever read Palladium Rifts, vampires super broken. Constant earthquakes. So I have regions that have earthquakes placed in, but they're not constant as far as I don't think I have anywhere that's like actually bad with earthquakes. Actually, I think it was for instance, like a water gun was flowing water, so that could kill them. But you're right. I think still waters of certain levels didn't. It was one of those things of we made a super OP race. How do we fix it? Give them the most obvious problem to stop, and so they live in deserts, which also adds to their lore. So I don't actually have mountains here, I don't think. Let me go to the continent view. Yeah, so this area needs mountains as well. I'm gonna start work on the world view for that one. What kind of mountains are they though? Sorry about the mic. They're also small mountains. Snow mountains here. That's a very rough coast. It's funny if you zoom in, these areas actually link. There's not a perfect water through them. Definitely ice-capped mountains up here. This is Arctic. Let's do mountain there, yeah. Hello, water can't be diluted. If you drop one prov. That's the kind of magic you need. Like, ha, we're vampires. Dude just builds a little bit. Pop. Do a little extra prayer on the water. Or you just get like a water god and you're just like, hey, bless the water up. No problem. All these vampires, get out. So we got that. I might want another mountain range, I think. I don't know, that's already pretty heavy mountains. It's basically the whole thing is surrounded by mountains. There's mountain ranges here, so I don't think I want to add any more mountain ranges. It's very heavy. But one thing I do want the book for is Fantastic Elements. Fantastic Mountain Properties. So we're going to roll a D percentile. We're going to do per range. So starting with this range. 74. Lava spewing volcanoes. You get volcanoes. Look what you got. You asked and you got. So let's see how volcanic our volcanoes are. We have table 9. 55. Extinct but numerous. That sucks. I'm just gonna draw them in for now. Technology. That area is just a lot of dead, quote unquote. Nothing, a quick spell, this is an earthquake prone area, so something might happen. I started writing some lore about, like, you know, there's some great elder worm dragons that at one point woke up. Thanks for the follow. You're trash now. So like that can easily be like, this could be a resting place of those dragons. That's why it's all former what's called extinct volcanoes. Just waiting for them to wake up. Now we're gonna do this mountain range. So call me kitchen sinky. I was thinking a little kitchen sink in my throat. I was thinking of just adding like a continent that's just like Monster Hunter. Now that was 100% because I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds at the time. But I was like, I might be able to run a little section where it's like, hey, we're just here to hunt big monsters. They don't need to care about the rest of the lore. There's Rathalos, there's Big Chicken, there's Big Monkey. You know, these people just be living out here in the worst conditions of their life. Help them. 53. No unusual properties in these mountains. Alright, we'll accept those. Separate, there's like a range down here, a range up there. Shai Halud. 97, what's 97 get me? Mountains are gates to elemental planes. We love to hear about it. Let me see. Features. I do this for my gates. Just gonna write a note. I don't know which plane yet, but I have it. I think it's funny how this entire northern hemisphere, especially the Arctic areas, has multiple gates to the elemental planes. Random rolls. But I have all of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I mean that implies ancient civilization type stuff. They had control over this region. Or these areas were connected before. There's gates. I can also just make those like magic ley lines. On top of that. But let's roll for over here. This is also part of that range. Let's see what happens here. 11, that's nothing. Alright, so if our range is 1, 2, 3, 4, we have one cool thing. Gate to that. We're gonna have a lot of extinct volcanoes here. Actually, it might just be easier terrain. Just to do the extinct volcanoes now. And then I'll just fill in with normal volcanoes when I shrink it in. I never got any of the other fantastic stuff. The Home of Gods or Goddesses, Synchronize. It was mainly these two. I hate you, Adobe Facts Pack. Volcanic Mountains and Icebound. Or the Gates. Can't always get what you want. Drink my water. So we have mountains here. So we're gonna shrink in, carve these mountains up a little bit. Real rough with it. Okay, we're gonna split y'all up here. And also, like, the mountains, especially in that section. Let's on this. Can make tunnels, so we don't have to worry about that. Just ice peaks. Just ice peak here. Especially around these glaciers, gonna be a lot colder than it expected. Super Arctic. I want this open though. There's a little pathway going through. Nah, this is part of this con. That's how I'm gonna treat that. See, anything else I need to do with my planetology? Just tends to be nice. Ah, yes, subsystems. Let's see. So. As how many subsystems, please? It's 1d4 minus 1's lesser systems. So 2. System 1, system 2. So these will be our hills, our rolling hills. And so that's gonna be 2d4 in length, 1d4 away. So 3 length. Which I do have 3 3D, so I can easily identify. subsystems. 2. What else do I have to do for these subsystems? I forget. Compare my books. That's it. Because I didn't roll for extras for them. I'm not gonna need more for them. More information. So range 2 gets 1d4 minus 1 subs. So it gets 1 subsystem. Space for you then. 3. It's another 1. And 4 gets 2. Everyone loves rolling. D4s, they're the best die. Looking at 7 length 4-way. Six 2, 6 length, 2 away. 4 length, 2 away. So that's just more stuff for me to fill up. There we go. Getting the mic. Now we can go to draw these in. So I'm gonna say these are gonna be like, we're gonna have like one of them is just gonna be another mountain system. Another sub-mountain system. You can roll the quadrant in. No, I'll roll the direction it goes. D12. 5, so it goes around 5 o'clock. I think the 3, 1 away. I think right here. Boom, that's our subsystem. Actually, okay. So foothills right here. That's what we'll do. That makes me feel better. 2, that's 7 1. This is one of those that actually meets up here, I believe. Not too confident about how it shapes. This will definitely probably want to get fixed up. It's how I represent foothills. There's going to be mountains with hills, close proximity. I hope that reaches together nice. Season 2, get some foothills. So that's 1 instead of 10. Let's go around. Area. Hello. I am using the app Worldographer and the book. Wrong thing select. What's it called? The D&D second edition World Builder's Guidebook. Right, the music drops. To build a custom world for my fantasy campaign, just RPG campaign. This is something I could do it on my own, but I feel I might talk about this for a while, do other world building type stuff on stream, so do the world building here. Also get to just show off this fun app I use, World Builder. And it's a great book. Yep. Simple, usable, scalable. This is a very busy area. And I have to somehow fit a 7 hex subsystem. Supposed to be 4 away. I don't think that's possible to do a 4-away subsystem. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta like guesstimate 6, 7. Separate you there. I guesstimate that that's gonna come out to be around the same spot. These edge cases, unfortunately, because all the app really does is it puts a filter over a full map, a template over the map. So I had to. Where is it? Create one game. Yeah. And that was a good point, a thing to think of, but I want to make a world that I can have multiple campaigns in different areas. And not just me running it. Just like, let's say, like, hey, you want to run a campaign in here with these races or stuff I have? Go to this continent. You won't hurt anyone. Tell me what happens on this continent. Tell me how this continent works. I don't want this to be, like, just mine. You know, in the view of, like, large established world campaigns, your Forgotten Realms, your Mystara, where so many different people built that world. It's not just like a single person's world. And then the players built the world. How am I supposed to put anything? Okay, I can put stuff here. So I have to put a small mountain range somewhere from here. Let's see if I D12, what direction will be? Going straight up. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't anything with there. Because this is gonna be mainly bordering water as well. This is an area that's probably gonna get deleted. If I go back to my map, yeah, it's a heavy water border. So a lot of these are actually the ocean tiles, just to represent that. So we can build up this way. Jeez. Don't create more than I need to. Yeah. And it is the biggest risk of all, like, doing all this stuff. But at least I'll have the world. And then I can just say, I only care about this one continent. I can delete everything else. Copy and paste it, put it somewhere else. Because I can see I'm not touching a lot of this for years of real-time play. Unless I do run the multiple campaigns at the same time. Here's a smaller one. Something ambitious. I'll put it in the ocean. Basically an island right here of mountains. Very rocky. Terrible terrain. I hate it. We're gonna land airplanes there. Let's see. How do I feel about this area? Very heavy. You know, I call this place the Northern Wastes. I feel like it's Northern Reaches. This is just high peaks. Cold mountains, glaciers everywhere. That was a misnomer on my part. Can I move you? And does that keep my note? It does keep my note. Alright. I'd rather you here somewhere I can see and manipulate. I'm surprised this song gets up so much. I don't really feel this is a good song right now. Nobuo Matsu, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. Okay. So now I think I've cupped up the world. So it's, you know, anyone traveling here is going to see this as treacherous place that you can't enter. But I have this large area. Well, this is subarctic. Has potential to have grasslands. Has credentials to have grazing steppelands. So you can have a civilization in this area, even though it's super cold. You can have resources. Dwarves, they're gonna be just happy in their mountains. You know, I can have other things here. Looking at old D&D books, Neanderthals were just a race slash monster. I was like, yeah, I like Neanderthals. Throw them in there. Out here hunting. Now we get to the fun coloring part. We got to work on the terrain. At least the predominant terrain. So we are going to work side by side. Let me get these up here. We're just going to start by coloring it in. We got base stuff off our wind patterns. Taking a constellation that almost everything here is super Arctic because of altitudes. So I probably will not get much in the land. But let's start with me at the top. Super Arctic I'd reckon it's actually more arid air just because it's so much deeper in. But I also have to keep track that. So its right is gonna be a little small sea area. I gotta consult my little drawn up dice. It's so cold. I think because when I'm gonna do super Arctic arid over here. That's what we're gonna roll. That is a D6. It's a 2. What do we get on 2? Barren. So barren lands. It's pitiful. Just because they're barren doesn't nothing there. To the next part, just because it's a bit closer to the warmth of the subarctic. Another 2. So those are just barren. So this top one is just death world, just death travels. That's how we're gonna describe it. Very little food. These are wastelands. I can throw in a lot of chaos waste, magic wastes in this top left corner. I can add more stuff to the mountains then. You know, I can put the evil dwarves making their highly pollutant machines here. Let's do the other Arctic. So we're gonna leave that on the sketches and then go in the middle section. This is Arctic. I wouldn't put it as super Arctic though. Oh, actually, I'm supposed to roll a D4 for the super Arctic. I rolled a D6. That's humans. Let me try again. 3, 4 glaciers. So let's undo this section. I have glaciers. Glaciers and then barren. That changes stuff a little bit. Now we come back over here. We're gonna have water, so I'm gonna put more humid. The wind, the air path, the wind currents. So yeah. Is Arctic humid? Super Arctic humid is also D4. All right. It's just if I get tundra or glaciers. So we get tundras. And we got more tundra. All right, that's our Arctic section. Our subarctic. So humid is a D8. Five gives us 4 slight. Another 4 slight. Oh boy, cheap viewers. I don't need to pay for cheap viewers. All those expensive ones, those real high quality ones. The viewers I need. So it's the top right. Let's get this center area. Let's see what we're gonna put here. A 6. Force me. Okay. So okay. It's not too bad here. We're actually gonna have a continuation of this force, this tempered force system. So it comes up here. Maybe we don't do the same with this hex. We'll see what we can get. Might reroll around here. That's what we want to do. So actually, yeah. The way I see it, this area is glacier. It's gonna be closer, so that's gonna have to be just Arctic again. Humid though. Arctic humid to D4. That is more glacier. All right, we got the Alps. Actually, this would be like Sweden. I was gonna say Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, North Denmark, up there probably. Probably even higher than where those areas are. I think they more dip closer to middle subarctic down. It's right side. See, there's a little bit of Arctic we have to deal with. That's gonna be super Arctic, but it's gonna be humid. It's right on the oceans. So that's a D6. 6 glaciers. Affected by that. Subarctic just becomes Arctic because of these glaciers. It has to raise that lower that temperature, I should say. Humid Arctic. D8. Z2 for marsh and swamplands. So that's our bogs. We actually rotate over to this area. This is heavy mountains, heavy mountains. It should actually be very Arctic, this entire area. This entire area should be up. I'll take those random marsh and swamplands. Can fit right here, actually. This area. A lot of runoff water, that's what we'll do. Is barren. Temper becomes subarctic humid. I guess it's a D8 again. 5. Force light. This little peninsula. What am I gonna get at this peninsula? That's not temperate. That's subarctic. That's actually glaciers. Arctic. We have a random Arctic here. More glaciers. Of glacionic activity. I think make a good time on this one. This section was already kind of pre-built. Heavy on its mountains. But now we get to build them up some more. Ice caps, ice caps, ice caps. So we're gonna start left to right, drawing it out. This is gonna be a fun section to print out and see how it connects. Quick save file. Mountains, glaciers. Though these are glaciers, doesn't mean I can't have some drops in there, some frozen lakes. Some separations. There could be multiple glacier systems, actually. I don't know shit about glaciers. I'll refrain on that. So I will be talking partially out my ass, as a good streamer does. And then we got our tundra. So there's anything resembling portraits around here. Say there's snowfields here. I was gonna raise the altitude here. It's a step one. Lots of water, like icy. Our mountains, we're gonna make icy. Not making icy. Oh, what a waste. And do some snowfields up here. Some desert just right there. They ain't getting water. So that will affect this part hella hard. This part opens up with tundras, but we might, you know, do some extra stuff around it. Because it wants to be the top tundra, but I don't think the very top pole should be tundra. Tundra here, but we're gonna chop this up to some other stuff as well. Like, we're gonna have a forest meeting, so we're definitely gonna have some grassland between, some pure unicy grassland. I'd say we'd still probably have some icy mountains here. These ice peaks will show off they're dying. Then we're gonna get my light forest. I'm gonna do like grassland connecting. Ba 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 ba. Some icy stuff in there. forest here. We have forest on in this area. Kind of these dark, terrifying forests here. These are some you do not travel these forests at night forests. Villages just disappearing. Karamakian. Forgot to turn this on. Yeah. What I see is just like easy indication of like weather patterns. We also gotta do the mountains. They're not gonna be beautiful. These aren't all peaks. Excuse me. No, sorry, that's a path. That's not a mountain path. It's a forest path. Ain't gonna do the border. Or there's a white peak. It's too cold for the mountains to even get there. Still massive. Tree Hill gang. Yeah, these are hills, not mountains, yeah. I'll sprinkle in some water sources, some reservoirs. And I have river systems here. Stuff here, stuff there. Even up here, we'll have like a frozen river, frozen lake. But up here, we're not gonna have tundra up this side. It's desert. Whatever tundra's up here is struggling to exist. Actually, it's probably mainly water area, but yeah. Icy grassland. I had step here. Get icy. That area is frozen, cold, but there's a lot of dead volcanoes here. This area is a mixture of frozen and a continuation of a large forest system. Peaks over to here. I like the diversity in this section. Then we get jungles, forests, grasslands, into a big desert, which then opens up to more swamps and moors and stuff like that. It's a large inland separating sea, turns into ocean. Got some little badlands over here. A little more forested. That's in there. Say there's no grass here because these are sharp, hard mountains going up. Anywhere I see beach, I gotta turn to something.
I have to.
So we got here. So we know we got forest somehow reaching here further. We're gonna have forest reach here. I'm gonna cut over some forest. You know, more barren here. Tundra starts. Here I somehow have wetlands. And more. Nah, we don't want to do that. U-Bud will just be pure mountain. Very barren, very inhospitable over here. Deadlands. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. And then we gotta chop up in here. We gotta freeze these mountain ranges. These are frigid. Still this. You can take from there. These mountains, they're not frozen. It's lower as we start getting north. It's a cold section though. No, you're not. You're not. Normal section. It's up here in the cold section. You get an ice map, ice lake that freezes. Freezing here because it sure it's not bad. Simply do some peaks here. Forest right here, freeze it. This more, is it? Put a marsh here. Put a marsh here. My mountains have high trees. Not icy. Have this here. I'm still concerned on how these poles are gonna clip up. There's gonna be a lot of adjusting I'm gonna have to do, I can tell. What I might do after stream, print out just this top part, cut it out, see how it does, do a little bit of afterwork. See how this looks on the world view. Hey, pretty nice. Pretty. I want to save this for this section. One issue. Look at this place. I'm thinking on a gameplay perspective, this region or this region are my starting areas. You know, bad stuff's gonna come from up here's. Really, here's a good place to have bad stuff come from. Or this is just wilderness that's untouched. It's here. Old Mountain of Mystery. I think it was this one. This was the secret magic, not secret, but like very magic research section. This is barren. Freezed up just nice. So next time we cutting the rug here. I want to do rivers. I'll start rivers. I'll start some rivers now. So I have time to do rivers. It's only 8:20. Section was actually nice and fast, bigger than I thought it was. I think it is smaller landmass. Oh, comment view. Yeah, we're gonna have water flowing here. Shapes. Fine. This one's basined out by like 3 different systems. I don't do enough tapering. I think tapering might be a bit too much at this rate, at this scale, though. I think you want to do taper at maybe one scale lower. That's another thing. My river systems tend to start only on the edge. Can honestly have them start higher. Delete. Sourced by multiple sections. Don't really have an explanation for how water gets to this one though, so we're just gonna. There's probably like a page in the book that I'm forgetting. This book that goes really well onto like rivers and lakes. Like right here, you know, every single map contains hundreds of little creeks, streams, rivers. So inland seas. I think that's the problem. I'm doing inland seas at this point. I'm still at a scale too large for like rivers, but you know, we got the Niles. We got the Mississippis, the Amazonians. These are the real ones that we should still be seeing. 46 regions, digits. So they usually cross mountain chains, instead wind their way around them and flow downhill to sea levels. So that puts me one that actually should follow this style. There's also water up here. Got that place watered up. Here, I don't really explain. There's a little bit of water right there. I'm gonna say any river that exists would be just completely dried out. For it to survive, bravo upon it. There's already got basically all the water they need. Frozen. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Any water is underground. Okay. One thing I want to check. My layers. I have anything that should not be here when I take off land. Good. I can see my water systems as I want to see them. Anything that's water that I don't want to be seeing. Good. So yeah, file, save as. I just want to save. So nice and quick, 8:30. We got this. We got this second to last continent done. These are my northern wastes, frozen wastelands. Deadlands up here. If there's a port here, it is a, what's it called? Seasonal fishing port. It is basically dead until it's warm season. We whale like there's no tomorrow for like 4 months, 5 months. This is a 12-month, this is a 24-month planet, so it can be pretty long. And then we go out. Here we might have some lumber, some good trees. I have to look up what the fuck good tree looks like what makes hardwood, softwoods different, what makes them different, because I know through minor research, pine, I mean, yeah, but not all pine's the same. Because I know for like a while, North America is one of its greatest exports was the wood. The kind of wood we had, like Michigan area, was like some of the best for building ships. It was just, I think it was dens, but floats, oak, birch. I mean, that's like 3 families of thousands. So, you know, I can look up because I did deciduous. I've did this option of like deciduous and what's the options? Forest, deciduous versus forest, evergreens. There's still more options than that. Within those options, you got jungle forest. These are just names at this point. We can make more trees. But yeah. Add more lakes, make more rivers here. Just because I have time. Can add rivers. I think they can make sets. It's gonna just meet. Come. Stops here. There's gonna be like a little basin and just a lot of tributaries. I had these rivers spread now. These rivers were cutting. This cut was kind of disgusting. I think I cut the river. So yeah, we got the river. Why doesn't it just go here? You have a good one. You know, if you like what you saw, come check our checks again. We'll be doing another one of these next week. We'll be finishing this last region. Then I'll have a world map that I can throw a comet at and blow up half of it. Oh. dangerous world. I think we will be calling it here. I hope you all enjoyed the music at the minimum. I hope you enjoyed world building with me. It's been a lot faster than I expected. There's a lot less land mass available for me to really manipulate. I think it came out well, especially this area. I like it. Now to print this out again, like my test model. Just the top, see how this fits. Do any changes I need to do. I'll do that off stream. So let's go over the rest of the week. If you recall, Monday the stream crashed at the end of Black Myth Wukong. It just took everything with it. I was like, I can't make it in time, so I just ended it out. But Friday, not sure. Might play some Helldivers, see if we're still if Super Earth's still under attack. Where the race is at, I'm still working through it. I'll give you a little hints, a little preview of my races, my little race season. I call them Sapiens. I got I'm out here trying to work through, like, here's it. Here we go. Got some fucked up names I just come up with. I'm out here taking names from fucking Final Fantasy. I got Mekte, Leonin. I am working lists on lists. I have all these Beastmen tribes I'm considering. So I am just like taking whatever race I like from anything, putting it in my options right now. If it stays, it doesn't. Like, we're definitely gonna have the basic 5. We're gonna have our humans. We're gonna have our elves, our dwarves. You know me, I like my elves. We have a lot of elves. Our dwarves, I like my dwarves. Our orcs, I love me some orcs. And halflings and goblins. Like 6, like those are my base 6 universal elves. There's gonna be dragons, their whole breed of things. We have various kind of beastmen, lizardmen. I'm coming up with reasons for why they exist, reasons they shouldn't exist. Will there be interspecies reviewers? If you're asking if there's gonna be a hardcore brothel district in my game, brother, you can do that on your own time. I'm not gonna RP it. I might say, here's the red light district. It's a red light district. But we are not going to the back rooms and going, Kimochi! Leviosa! You don't need to do that. Anyway, so might play some Helldive. Hit that chat. Kimochi! Leviosa. Anyway, Friday we might play some Helldivers. I haven't decided what game to start yet. We'll see what happens. Nothing on this upcoming Monday. That's the usual time off. Anyway, see you guys Saturday. Saturday we'll be back for more Yasuke and his adventures since I have Yasuke now. So if you like what you saw, please give us a follow, share with your friends. We also have a YouTube channel. Most VODs are there. I gotta catch up on the old 2 VODs for this, as there was no mic commentary. So there's really nothing on those sounds. So gotta fix that. What else do I have to do? Twitter, I don't upgrade it, but please follow it. Instagram, I want to update it. Please follow it. I'm still working slowly and chugging on. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good night. Get some food and get your reps in. Bye bye.